The Trump administration continues to shift its explanations on the decision to target Iran's top general, Qasem Soleimani. President Trump is now claiming Soleimani was planning to attack 4 U.S. embassies, posing a so-called imminent threat. However, the White House is struggling to provide proof or a clear and consistent definition of what exactly that means. CNN's Kristen Holmes joins me right now from the White House. So, Kristen, how are the administration officials explaining all of these mixed messages, or are they?
Well, Fred, they're not explaining it well. Now, keep this in mind. There are 2 big questions here. How imminent was the threat that Soleimani posed? And the other question is, what exactly was that threat? And we haven't gotten a consistent answer on either. So let's talk about imminent first. We have heard from these top officials who have consistently said that this was an imminent attack. Well, when they're asked what exactly the imminent threat was, what does imminent mean? There is a huge variety of what imminent means. Some people saying, some of these administration officials essentially saying, oh, imminent is days, others saying hours, others saying that there was really an undefined timeline. Why does it matter if we know the exact hour that they were going to strike? We know that it was imminent. The other side here is what exactly was the threat. Now, we've heard from President Trump, who on Thursday offered 2 different explanations on Thursday and then one last night. The first being that Soleimani was going to blow up the embassy in Baghdad. Then later on Thursday, the president saying at a rally that Soleimani was targeting multiple embassies, including embassies outside of Baghdad. And then last night in an interview, President Trump saying that there was 4 embassies targeted, later kind of stepping back, saying wasn't necessarily all embassies. It could also have been military bases or U.S. personnel that are overseas. So very differing approaches here, very differing narratives. Why is this so important? Everyone agrees, Democrat and Republican, that Soleimani was a bad guy. But this goes to the necessity of taking on a strike, of conducting a strike that knocked out the second most powerful man in Iran and led the country and really the world, that region, to the brink of a very dangerous situation. We know that President Trump did not consult Congress. He didn't brief any of the leadership in Congress. He briefed some of his closest allies like Lindsey Graham, but he also didn't get congressional approval. And the entire reasoning being that the administration said that they didn't have time. This is an imminent attack. That is why you are seeing so much focus on what exactly imminent means. And if it doesn't mean immediately, then why didn't they brief Congress or get congressional approval? Fred?
All right, Kristen Holmes, thank you so much at the White House. So the president's Republican line of defense might be cracking. Senator Susan Collins says she's working with her GOP colleagues to include witnesses in the upcoming impeachment trial of President Trump. Live report next.